minute. I don't want to ever talk to you guys. I don't ever want to hear your voice to you. Please, God bless you, but please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Please stop following me.
You won't call the cops.
Stop. I don't. Stop stalking me. Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalked me. That's why I'm leave me alone.
I will. You talk to me for 2 minutes.
No, 0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk to you guys. I don't ever want to hear your voice to you. Please, God bless you, but please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Please stop following me.
You won't call the cops.
Stop. I don't. Stop stalking me.
That's okay. I don't care.
Leave me alone.
All you want.
I don't want proof of this. Please leave me alone.
Hey men, leave women the fuck alone. When they're in public, when they're doing anything, you don't have the right to their attention. You don't have the right to step into their personal space. You don't have the right to them. Especially if they're making it very clear they don't want to be talked to. But even when they're not, unless a woman is giving you enthusiastic and continuous body language and signs that she wants to talk to your ugly dumb ass, then leave her the fuck alone. Find a date a different way. Okay? It's not clever. It's not cool. It's not cute. It's garbage. It's absolute garbage behavior. And you're a garbage person if you do it. I don't care if it's in public. It doesn't fucking matter. You don't have the right to her. And you need to leave her alone. And this is Bacon.
Here's our disclaimer. This is Cynthia Ortiz. It is May 9, 2023, Monday. Use of technology, how stalkers use voyeurism and hacking or cloning to stalk victims and interfere with communications. So we have a shrink that pointed out the fact that my communications with friends and family has changed drastically since I met Mr. Perry. There's a lot of emails and Facebook messages and posts and stuff from friends and family that are very kind and loving. And she goes, you can tell you were very loved. And he has ran all your family off and all your friends. And he's a monster. He's not human. He's not a man. He's a pathetic monster. That is not what you do when you care about somebody. This is what police are supposed to do when you get a stalking complaint. Not give it to the offender so they can then obstruct justice and cause you to lose your evidence. Withholding evidence, especially in a criminal trial that is exculpatory or failing to preserve it, and it leads people to believe you have something to hide. You're not being on the up and up. You're not being moral. You're not being ethical. You're violating Brady rules. And we've seen a pattern of that now with wherever Mr. Perry's involved. So, when you do things, it's called acts showing consciousness of guilt. Our shrink, we found out long ago, she said he's got, I don't think he's going to pass the cognitive reasoning test of my first graders. If you want a death penalty case, you got to have intelligence, or they will, you got to prove criminal intent. You know it's a crime, you did it, and there's a lot of things that go into it, so clearly she's looking into that. We're getting the evidence, Mr. Perry, to lock you up. Your people do not want to be associated with a creepy guy, or the weirdo. People do not want to be associated with somebody who's very cruel. We have no problem getting information. You can't get it. Did you call Oakland? What, I mean, are you getting people to, yeah, it's us, we're helping her, we'll stop. You getting that? I don't think you are. So we just got more in a minute ago. I'm not going to repeat it. It's regarding my traffic court case, so we're not going to get into that. This right here, when somebody's poisoning you, threatening death and false arrest, you need a protective order. When a victim of domestic violence files a police report to get a protective order, as it is required by Oklahoma law, you need a protective order if someone's threatening death and false arrest or economic any kind of harm, any kind of injury. It's my right. These are the laws that I live in Oklahoma. I left Texas in 2000. I left Lubbock in 2013. I left Texas in 2014 to get away from a monster, Mr. Perry. My children have lost their home repeatedly. How many children have lost a home or done without food and electricity or utilities, basic rights and needs, because you're a monster? How many are there? Everybody hates you. We can get information at the snap of a finger. You're not getting the cause and effect. Same and different before and after. These are not hard things to get. A kindergartner does. We learned it in daycare. When you do the crime to me, nothing has happened in all these years, but you get caught. Nothing else has happened, sir, in all 13 years, but you get told on and told on and caught and told on and caught and told on and caught, and all this creepy shit you do that is violating and rape and offensive and inappropriate and illegal. It is a felony to hack. It is a felony to peep. It is a felony to stalk. It is a felony to coerce. It is life sentence, human trafficking, sex exploitation, child pornography. And you hid it until you started doing that crime to me. And then everything changed, and you have like you don't know. People laugh at you behind your back. He acts like he doesn't know he's caught. What kind of mental slow does that? He acts like he doesn't know. She already knows. He's caught. Does he not know? No, we don't know. We don't, he does know what he's doing is illegal because he's trying to make me lie. If you don't know what you're doing is a criminal act, you don't ask for a lie. You don't intentionally withhold exculpatory evidence or any evidence at all, do you? Where's the process server? Mr. Perry's typing in my phone. Go to work. It's none of your business, Peep and Tom. How do you know I'm not working now? You want to know who's helping me? I mean, you guys see me talking on the phone to the police. You know exactly who's helping me. They're not going to do what you want. Everybody wants you stopped. You don't understand. You are hated. You guys are fucking hated people. People don't like crime. It was second on the list in polling. In midterms. We want the crime stopped. Second only to economic problems in the U.S. Deal with the economic problems, deal with the crime. People don't like crime. Why did you think they would like yours? What planet are you fucking? You're not all there. So she says, I think he's got Alzheimer's or senile dementia. You got to repeat yourself all the time. He does get caught. Then he acts like he doesn't know he's caught. He forgets or something. You have to explain the same thing to him over and over and over and over. I'm reading his emails. He's responding with 2 sentences, maybe 3 to 5 words. We haven't done that since first grade. This man is not having a normal, intelligent, adult conversation. It's like he has no idea what the email to him said. He's just responding as best he can. So he's got something wrong with him. His mind. His mind is gone. It's mush. Well, come to find out, because Mr. Perry invades my privacy, his is invaded. Our guys have a court order. He's got a weirdo problem. And he can't control himself. It's embarrassing to everybody. It's so embarrassing. And we're all like, why isn't he embarrassed? And the shrink is like, I told you. Something's wrong with him. He doesn't know he should be. Doesn't know. He's creepy. You're a turnoff because you're creepy. You disgust me. So, nothing has come from what you do in 13 years, but you get told on and caught. I have information no other victim has. Because I'm not the only one. My children are not the only ones who did without food. Who lost their homes more than once. My children aren't the only one. I mean, why don't I live in a home? Why am I in hotels all the time? I came here. I rented a house in Sapulpa. Just one house over from the tennis courts. My son was the captain of the tennis team. And on Saturday morning when everybody else is playing video games, he and his friends were down playing tennis. You robbed him of his home. And you don't give a fuck. Mr. Powell, you don't give a shit. You're hated too. You have no idea. Why in the fuck would you put a kid through that? I moved twice to get away from Mr. Perry and be with my family. So now people are asking, okay, well, why isn't she with her family? Why is Mr. Perry with her family? I didn't introduce you to my family. There's no way I would have taken you around my family. You're a monster. You're a disgust. And for that reason, we can get information at the snap of a finger, and you can't. You don't know who's helping me. You can't name one guy. You can't quote even one of their meetings. But we quote you every fucking day. Every fucking day, pretty much. Sometimes I don't put it out. Sometimes it just goes to the attorney. That's it. It depends. We've got quite a bit on the traffic court case we're not putting out. We're not putting it out. We'll deal with it in the hearings, and we'll deal with it in court. So, you don't give the police report to the offender. Whoever did that, you got a cop killed. Actually, there was 2 opportunities, TPD. Listen, I came from police. Nobody respects police more than I do. I have lost my ass trying to help a police officer who is in the right. You don't get people killed. You don't leave one behind. You don't do it. Look at the law enforcement ethics. It's on the Chief of Police website, the International Chief of Police website. There are ethics, there are morals. You're held to a higher standard. If you're corrupt, why don't you just go work for Charles Perry? If you want to kiss his ass, fine, go kiss his ass. That's your choice. But you're hurting people. You're getting people killed. You don't have that right. They were giving me arsenic. I filed a police report, as is my right. What isn't a right is that police report got right to the offender, who then obstructed justice and caused the loss of my evidence. I never got a blood test. The detectives never saw the text that said, yeah, we gave you arsenic. Let your life fade away. I can't promise the stalking will end without death and destruction. We're going to kill you. That's the first thing Mr. Robertson said when he introduced himself to me. And my name is David Robertson. You're going to recant your claims, or I'm going to put you in the lake. You like boats? Okay, well, now I need a protective order, do I not? I have the right to one. You don't have the right to rape me, sir. You don't have the right to murder me, sir. What is this with your entitlement mentality? You feel entitled. Everybody owes you something. And fuck you. You're wrong. Nobody owes you a damn thing. You have ruined lives. You have raped children. So here's my disclaimer. Use allegedly, Mark. So justice was obstructed. Then I was by physical force prevented and delayed from reporting the crime against me of stalking and attempted murder and assault with a deadly weapon. When I get back and the charges are all dropped, I file a subsequent one, and it says, TPD, you need to get these guys on obstruction of justice, perjury, destruction of my evidence, and they did nothing. And now we have a dead Lucky and an almost dead framed Mike. And you got a lot of people that hate your guts. I can get information at the snap of a finger. You're calling all around trying to find out how I do that and who's helping me do that. And no one will tell you shit. Everybody fucking hates you. They hate your crime. They hate you. And because of that, I can get information at the snap of a finger. Ask Muffin Man, ask Sonjay, ask Lucius, ask Calvin, ask Geppetto. Geppetto was recorded over the weekend. I guess I should go back to New Orleans to find out why my potions aren't working. Yo. Golly, you're shit. Yeah, they hired a witch, Geppetto, to cast spells on me to try to make me be coerced into being trafficked and to lie. So Geppetto will likely end up with a witness tampering charge. If they got you talking about it, Geppetto, they don't care how you do it. You're doing it. Weird as it might be. You guys are all weirdos. So, TBD, that's what you're supposed to do with a with a stalking complaint. Not, I can't wait to go write your ticket, or, So we got a whole page here, Creepy Chucky, on this. Creepy Chucky can't get a real date. He gets told on and told on and told on, and he's hated, and he won't, Charles, you're gonna have to, we have your schedule. You sit around on your fat, lazy ass, perverting around, causing problems in a state where you do not live and we're not invited. You're a rejected failure, too stupid to move on. It's embarrassing. Why aren't you embarrassed? Huntington's disease causes paranoia, delusion, hallucinations, psychosis. He's psychotic, literally. Diagnosed nutbag psychotic and impaired cognitive reasoning. When you do the crime to me, only one thing has ever happened. You get told on. Nothing else happens. You're just, for 13 years. Twice we spot your patterns. Two of us, me and Michael Neely, were given something in our drinks and not not tested in a timely manner. I wasn't tested at all. That's a Brady violation. You've committed perjury after perjury after. Do you think they don't know exactly every time you've gone into court and lied? So you need to account for your time. Why are you always in Oklahoma? Why are you in Oklahoma at all? I moved here to be with my family and get away from you. And now you got people going, so why is Mr. Perry always in Oklahoma? She's not with her family. Why? That's why she came here. That's a problem for you, not me, and not my family. For you. Butt in, Bertha, you little wannabe nothing. This is Michael's page. It goes through his case bit by bit, piece by piece. Okay, so if you look at these right here, these guys are something. I mean, people hate your guts because you've caused nothing but hurt. So my son's lost his home 3 times. Dennis has lost his home 3 times. We took showers in the dark, or we took cold showers more than once. Well, you rake it in because you're entitled. Yeah, not this time. Didn't I say not this time? Why isn't she with her family? Why is he? Why is he in Oklahoma? Why won't he leave her the fuck alone? Yeah, okay. So we got, I'm trying to find it. Okay. Remember I pointed out in the video that the detective that took the complaint did not list injuries on Michael Neely that would be consistent with him being in a drunken brawl at all, much less the killer. He is a police officer. You have retaliated against me for my testimony by way of motion to intervene. I was deposed. I was on the list. And you made sure I didn't testify. That is called, an act showing consciousness of guilt, sir. What if you had nothing to do with this? What do you care? The DME says that Mr. Miller, Chief Miller, was decapitated internally, which would require the same force that would hit his face in the car accident. Jesus Christ in heaven, help us. That's his fucking attorney. This was the report given to him. It was car vandalism. The same powder that was all in my trunk. Like, they just put this shit all in my trunk. Just like, we just want you to know we can get in your car. Weirdo shit. Just weirdo. And it was all over the room. A few doors down where Mr. Robertson had his employees staying. I guess I'll finally hear what you have to say. I've asked you before. How do you know Mike had to be begged to go? We Hansel and Greteled him. We played Hansel and Gretel. Go to Pensacola, Mike. It'll be fun. Go to work, Cindy. Yeah. If you wanted me working at that club, I would be waitressing, wouldn't I? You wouldn't have had that waitress bully worse than I've ever been bullied in my life. Except that's not what you wanted. You wanted to do the prostitution by sock, we heard. There's been more than one plan to raid the club. In fact, I heard that they had 4 deputies go over there, but nobody was there. Because all those girls work for you. They're your trafficking victims. So you called and said, I might be good if you're late. I didn't go at all. They walked into an empty club. Is that true? And that Sheriff, what's his name, Reed, said I should have waited till I knew she was there to do that. So get her back in there. And then when she's in the VIP and she takes her shoes off, then we'll just magically go in right then. Is that true? That's what we heard. Is that true? Is that why you want me to go back out of the club? So you can get your, prostitution by sock headline? Did you promise Lynn, my dad, that you'll get a negative headline? I mean, we get information. You don't. Is that true? We get information in, then it has to be proven out. Well, clearly when they do it, that proves it out, does it not? So we have, I had people pulling up. These girls were talking to Lucky about it and complaining about it. So I told the I said in my video, Officer Neely doesn't look like he hit somebody back and forth so hard his head, there was like a car crash and his head came off the rest of his body. Mr. Perry, when you ask me who's leaking, I've already told you, I don't know that. Do not contact me. I will never help you. You act like you think I will help you. And nobody understands what bizarro must be going through your whack job mind that you would think any such thing. I never have. I have never helped you. Why in the fuck would I do that? You need to get a grip on reality. You're making a fool of yourself, and when you contact me, we told you don't invade my privacy, don't contact me or my family at all. And I'm not to be broke again. Get the fuck out of my life, weirdo. Get out of it. And when you don't, we get more. And nothing else has come from what you do but that. Nothing. 7 years, every fucking day. Everybody hates you. Everybody's sick of you, so we get more. Don't contact me again. I don't want to help you. Everybody wants you gone. You need to get a grip on reality. Everybody wants for you to be gone. Everybody's sick of you. Everybody wants for you to be gone. Why must I repeat myself for you? I don't want to talk to you. I don't give a fuck about you. We all want for you to be gone. I came here not to have to hear what you think. You can take what you think and how you feel and what you want and shove it up your ass and get away from me. Get away from me. Get away from me. Stop raping me. He has nothing on him. In here we put, look at this. In March 2020, the officers helping me said he was drugged, he didn't do it. I emailed the Florida State's attorney and say he was drugged, he didn't do it. He got the wrong guy, he's a cop. He was trying to help me. My motions to intervene were put in on the docket in lieu of my testimony that you interfered with, which you wouldn't have done if you didn't do this murder. We spot a pattern the second time. It doesn't take us 7 fucking years. When you fuck with me, you get caught. Nothing else comes from what you do, but you're told on and caught because everybody hates you and wants for you to be gone. You're a monster, not a man. You're a monster. You're hated. Very, very hated. Seething hatred. Men who are real men are chivalrous, and they do not allow women to get beat down or children. My children have suffered. How many children have gone without food or electricity or gas or a warm shower or a warm bath and lost their home? So while you break it in. You're fucking hated. You sick son of a bitch. So I tell the guy he didn't do it. He's a police officer. My motions to intervene are filed because I can see they're not going to let me testify, and I'm fucking not going to have that. I filed the motions to intervene. There's supposed to be a hearing on whether or not I had standing to do that, and there was nothing. That's like the 3rd, 4th time that happened. If you hear her talk, the guy said, if I speak in the 3rd person, I'm quoting somebody else. If you hear that girl talk, you know why Charles won't let her in court. She's not crazy, and she's sure shit not stupid. So, we put the deposition, see, on the list. Now you're retaliating. There's a law called Title 18 of the United States Code, Section 1512 and 1513. You're crossing state lines, you bitch. You had tribal cops pull me over, didn't you? Did you? That guy helped me, by the way. Gave me some information I needed. What's that? Do we have McGirt apply here? I don't know. I don't have anything against tribal cops. The guy helped me. Why would I have anything against him? This, depositions weren't taken till May. He was given Narcan. Right here. He was given Narcan. And the fucking detective, in his statements, said he didn't have any injuries but one that he saw. Remember, the arrest report says I saw a red, swollen right hand. Well, Officer Neely has an IV in the red, swollen right hand. This guy, Chief Miller, is a cop. Do you understand what that means to other cops? When you contact me, Charles, nothing happens but we get more. Not another thing happens. Stop bothering me, you weirdo. You creepy fuck. Stop bothering me. Stop raping me. Stop it. We get more because everybody hates you for what you're putting me through. Stop contacting me. You don't have an alibi to show that you're doing anything but sitting around bothering me all day. Get the fuck off me, you rapist. Get off me. Stop raping me. I don't want to hear from you. You don't even make sense. You don't even make sense. You're bothering me. Stop bothering me. This right here. So while I'm doing this podcast, Mr. Perry has twice now typed in my phone, is Mike a leak and is the deputy from Escambia a leak? Wow. So that'll get us more, weirdo. I'm not going to help you. No one understands why you think I would. Nobody understands why you think I care what you think. No one understands why the weird shit fuck that goes through your head. No one understands it. Nothing has come from your unwanted contact and your pestering and your bothering and you messing with my money. But we get more inside information on your criminal activity. Nothing else happens but that for 7 years every day. You little fucktard, what does that mean? What does it mean? They're going to use it to put you in jail. So you don't bother me ever again. You don't bother any other kid. No other child loses food, basic rights and needs. Home, shelter, food, a warm shower because you rape. Get off your ass and go work. You need the alibi. You're raping. It's rape. Get off me. Get out. Get away from me. Stay the fuck away from me. As much as you get caught, why do you think you have a choice? Why do you think you have a choice? We quote you every day. We got more on. There was conversations all weekend about the traffic ticket. We got all of it. I'm not going to put that out. There's a pending hearing. We're not putting that shit out. Okay? So, when you contact me, when you invade my privacy, and the longer our Mike is in jail and the longer I'm broke, not one other thing has come from what you do, but you make people irate. Everybody hates you. So we get more. I'll never help you. And nobody understands why you think I would. How many times have I had to repeat myself just now? How many times? Write it the fuck down. I'm not told who your leaks are. And I wouldn't help you if I did know. I'm not told who your leaks are. I wouldn't help you even if I knew. Everybody fucking hates you. You're a monster. Everybody fucking hates you. You're a monster. Everybody fucking hates you. Everybody's sick of you. You're a monster. Nothing has come from what you do, but we get more. You're told on and told on and told on and told on day after day after day after day. The second they're finished investigating everybody, you're going to jail with what we get because you won't fuck off. I don't like you. No one does. Everybody hates you. Everybody's sick of you. I wouldn't help you even if I knew. Nobody understands why you think I would. I don't care what you think. No one understands why you think I care. Go the fuck away. Get the fuck off me. So, in here, in the arrest report, the guy, Escambia County, his name is Martinez, Lionel Martinez. He's got a red swollen right hand, and he's found unconscious. He's in respiratory distress. They give him Narcan for opioid overdose. He comes to and he's combative. That's what all these say. You know how I know? Because I read it. This officer was trying to help me. And 6 days later, his life blew up. And you don't have the right to do that. I'm not letting it go. You have punished me and retaliated and punished and retaliated. And I spent 6 months in my car, living in my car. Sometimes I didn't get to eat but twice a week. Or take a bath but twice a week. The one time I go take a bath, the last time I went to a place to take a bath, Mr. Perry, we got Brandon, the manager at the Flying J, recorded talking to you She's gonna come take a bath today. You know how we know we're peeping toms? So we're gonna let her make just enough money to take a bath. When she comes up there, get her car. I didn't go that day, I went the next day. And they got the car. And then I walked all the way from the Flying J all the way to Yale and 11th to where my car dealer is and got the shit out of my car. And for that, people hate you. So when we quote you, that's why you are a monster. Your conduct is inappropriate and weirdo and mean. And people don't like that shit. And that's why I can get information at the snap of a finger, like you calling Brandon, telling him when she goes up there, get her car. And you took my car from that place. It wasn't some other random place. It was that place. So I have another I told you so. I did say. The guy's a monster. So you proved that out before your trial even started. You're going to have to account for your time. Why are you in Oklahoma? Why are you with my family and I'm not? People are asking those questions now. Why is he with her family? Why is she not? She came to Oklahoma to get away from him and be with her family. So why isn't she with her family? The fuck is he doing? Exactly what she says. He's a sex weirdo. Rapist. Cop killer. This man, the only thing that makes me be able to go through that and not budge is I know that what Mr. Neely's going through and what Lisa and John, his son. Remember, I watched my son go through it. Except this is much worse. Much worse. I'm looking at what they're going through and I'm going, it's worse. I can handle this temporarily because this is going to make this, what I'm going through right now, is going to lead us to the end result of justice. And Charles is gone. He's in jail. And he won't hurt anybody ever again. And we can tell victims, you're safe now. Those 3 words are precious words to someone who's a victim of crime. You're safe now. We slayed your dragon. He will never hurt you again. He's gone. So that is the goal. And you guys have bullied me and bullied me and bullied me and threatened and harassed and threatened and tried to... How many times have you met with a hitman? We know exactly how many times you've met with a hitman. Where's the fucking process server, sir? You want me to go to work? Get a VIP, send a deputy to get a VIP and take... Which second she takes her shoes off, let's put her in jail so we can get her smear campaign, and her dad can too because he's dying. Here wanting to know when, you know... When are we going to get the smear campaign? She caught my crime too. Right? How many times has he called looking... Did you find who's helping her? Did you find him yet? Did you call Oakland? Did you... You know, nobody's going to help you with that. Because we're going to tell victims you're safe now. I'll go through some temporary discomfort for people who are having a lot worse than me. Every child who did without a food. Every little 4-year-old you broadcast over the internet. The deep, dark web, internet. And some little old creepy fuck pervert went and jacked off while he watched that kid take a bath. And then you're a sex sadist, so you like watching women and children suffer. Your mommy humiliated you or something, weirdo? So, and you're raking it in doing that to us. I'm not, I'll do it. I've told you before. You fucked with the wrong people. I can get information, snap of a finger, and you can't. Our judge is not factually ignorant, like Judy Parker, or Judge Egan, or Judge Cummings, or Morrissey. He knows exactly what you've been up to. You don't have an alibi for how you spent your time, or an explanation as to why you're in Oklahoma all the time. And I'm not with my family. He knows exactly why. And what happens is there's certain people, they get very upset, and my guy says, there's certain things we're letting happen because XYZ will come through us for us every time, because he gets really mad at Charles for doing that to you. Really angry. Lucius, I don't know you. I didn't come up here to pick a fight with you. You picking one with me, and you get caught every time you do. Same for Bald Fat Calvin. Same for David Robertson. Didn't Mr. Robertson tells me you need to read the book Art of War. I'm like, okay, what the fuck? Here's what I know about war. You don't have one if you don't have to. You need to absolutely have to have a war. Second thing, you better know who it is you're fighting. And you guys had 6 years in a strip club, not one slip up. Right? You want to do here's the thing with the prostitution by sock. Every girl in every club across the whole country takes their shoes off when their feet hurt or not to poke a hole during a lap dance on the furniture. So, where's the sex? You have to have money exchanged for the act of taking your shoes off. And there's no money for that. The money's for a lap dance. There's no money exchanged for anything but a lap dance. There's no money exchanged for the act of taking your shoe off. And there's no sex. Taking the shoe off to not poke a hole in the furniture typically means the girl's standing up on the furniture giving an air dance. A fucking air dance. So, did you rope Officer Sheriff Reed into doing something like that so you get your smear cane and Lynn does too? Lynn was a cop. I grew up with him as a cop. The only problem is he was also an alcoholic. And he had to resign or be fired. So he resigned, is what my granddad told me. He's a family disappointment. So he's running a teen challenge because he found Jesus, right? I don't know who he found, but I don't know that it was Jesus. And they had fraud, and they had abuse, and they had all kinds of crap they did to those kids. It was all over the news. So, New Mexico State Police investigated them. And I had to sit and listen to kid after kid after kid after kid call me and cry. Your parents ruined my life. They did XYZ. They lied to us. They were dishonest with us. Okay, that's their problem. You think a smear campaign's going to help him in a court of law where a judge is refusing to be factually ignorant, Mr. Perry? Stealing my inheritance money? You think the judge who's refusing to be factually ignorant like the rest of your judges? Judges go stupid when Mr. Perry's involved. We've seen some rulings we're just like, wow, that didn't even make sense. Quite a few of them, like bond conditions that say you're not to contact me anymore. That I filed that's a contract, so I filed a breach of contract lawsuit. You breached the contract. You're bothering and bothering and bothering and bothering and bothering and pestering and raping and bothering and raping and causing one problem after another. Only these problems are catastrophic losses that you never get over. My child lost his home more than once because of you. While you raked it in at his expense. How many children have gone through that? I care about children, why don't you? TPD. What about Mr. Neely? Why don't you care? Why the fuck don't you care? He's a cop. So I'm going through sleeping in my car for 6 months and not eating and taking a shower twice a week. Where are you? Where the fuck are you? Where's the governor? If I'm the governor of Oklahoma and this lands on my desk, all hell would break loose. There'd be press conferences like a motherfucker. You get my man home. This is an Oklahoma cop. You get the bitch home. You get his ass home. He's a hero. You don't support domestic violence. You don't cover up for sex crimes. You don't do it. Mr. Perry, when you contact me, we get more. Is that what you want? Because you just did it again. You're creeping me the fuck out, weirdo. Get off your ass and go work. Butt out of my business. Nothing comes from what you've done for every day for 7 years, but we get more. Snap of a finger. We don't make calls wanting to know who leaks are. You do. I can name your people. I'm going to do it again. Lucius, Calvin, who's bald and fat, Sanjay, your hacker, Beverly, Kate, Lawrence, Andrew, Jeremy, Jordan, Richard, Dickey. Who's those people to you? Who's Monique to you? Where is she right now? Don't fuck with me. Don't fuck with me. So, in these deposition notes here, Anybody can look on the internet and look at it and read them like I did, same as I did. The injuries listed to Officer Neely are a red swollen right hand and a busted nose and lip that happened in a second event when he was pulled off of Chief Miller by Hotel John, threw him face first in the floor, and he busted his nose and his lip. Such disgrace and disrespect for a police officer. I don't have any words for that. And the Escambia detective, I said in the interview, never tells Mike when Mike is saying, I don't believe you. Look at my hands. I'm feeling my hands. There's nothing here. And he says, well, it appears like he was beat to death. And we get that, dumb fuck. But you've never pointed out for Mike evidence upon him that indicates he did it. And now he's sitting in jail. And we want him out. And we want him out now. So, anybody can read this. In fact, we heard that somebody, maybe Richard, I don't know, maybe Dickie, said, when I said I'm going to look at his case, I'm going to look at it. He said, you watch, she find every mistake they made. That's my reputation, you bitch. Mr. Perry, that's my reputation. You're stupid. You contact me, we get more. I knew Mike Neely was drugged before anybody else said it, sir. That means it pertains to something you're doing because you're the one under investigation. Don't piss me off. Don't fucking piss me off. You wish you hadn't done that. Didn't somebody tell you that? I'm going to tell you something about Cynthia Ortiz, the guy said. She will piss you the fuck off, but she's right. And you need to listen to her. We're going to get her car. We're going to get her car. We're going to take her car right here. Every fucking day they're going to take my car. I get it before, not after. So I said it in March. Because the officer's investigating you for sex trafficking, human rights violations, deprivation of food and shelter with intent to coerce, grand larceny with intent to coerce. I'm not going to lie for you. Interference with commerce with intent to coerce, interference with contracts with intent to coerce. Judge Egan never determined whether or not the bond conditions was a contract and was it binding to you. Judges go stupid. She said res judicata. Res judicata my ass. Our prosecutor's going, where? I'm sorry, I'm not seeing the res judicata. Judges go stupid when it comes to Charles Perry because he's paying, where are they coming up with this shit? Our judge is not going to do that. Okay? You can't even figure out who it is. This is, okay, so those officers got me that. And sure shit, Mr. Neely was treated with Narcan, not being knocked out in a fight. And the Escambia guy never says, see these marks on you? See here on your hands? See here? That means you did the beating in this drunken brawl. He never says that because there's none there. You killed the cop. You are hated. We can get information like that and you can't get shit. You get told on. You don't beat down women and children and you don't kill a cop and think you're going to get away with that. The guy told you, I'm going to tell you about Cindy. She will piss you off, but she's right. Pretty much all the time. Second of all, she's not factually ignorant. Second of all, there's certain people you don't fuck with, and she's one of them. And I can't even put my finger on why that is. But I'm telling you, if you do, you can. You'll wish you hadn't done that. You wish you had left her the fuck alone. Nobody invited you to Oklahoma. Nobody invited you here. You've come up here and you've caused catastrophic loss after catastrophic loss after catastrophic loss, and everybody fucking hates your guts and just wants for you to be gone. And because of that, I can get information at the snap of a finger and you cannot. We get it before. Just like I said, Officer Neely was drugged. He didn't do it before anybody else said it. What fucking planet do you live on? You're not loved, you're not wanted, you are hated. Rapist. You're not entitled to a lie. You're not entitled to rape me. And you're getting your teeth knocked out and you don't even know it. You're so stupid, you don't even know what's happening. We're embarrassed for you. Name one of my guys quote one of their meetings. Oh, you can't, can you? Alright, so over the past couple of days, Mr. Perry has harassed me. Go to work, go to work. Why are you contacting me at all? I don't care anything about you. You don't even make sense. I sure shit don't care what you think. You don't make sense. You know. So we did this whole file on all the documents to support the allegations that Mr. Perry's in violation of Title 18 of the United States Code 1512 and 1513 over and over and over and over. We spot a pattern the second time you do it. Doesn't take us 7, 8 years. You're showing consciousness of guilt when you destroy evidence, when you alter evidence, when you withhold it or conceal it. Intentional concealment from the deciding body is perjury. When you have a duty to disclose it and you conceal it intentionally, why would you do that if you're not guilty? So, and then we got this one in about a process server. Okay, duly noted. I mean, it's just constant with this bitch. When you contact me, when you invade my privacy, when you cause me loss, we get more. We say the same thing day after day after day after. See, I got tired of typing the same shit. So I sent that email, and now it goes up every time you cause me a problem, and we get more. Every time you contact me, and we get more. Mr. Perry's typing in my phone this morning. We got the guy. We got the guy. No, you didn't. But okay, whatever you want to think. You bullshit yourself all you want. Where's the imaginary, you got an imaginary political attack, vendetta, and an imaginary romance, and you just, I don't like you. I don't like you. I fucking can't stand you. You don't understand. You get anywhere near me, your balls are in your brain. Your teeth are in Mark's head. Just like that. There's nothing there, weirdo. You're just some guy like John Hinckley Jr. watching TV pretending you have a life. You're pathetic. You embarrass the fuck out of everybody. It's rape. It's rape. You don't have my consent for that. You owe me $1,000 a day for watching me in the privacy of my home against my will without my consent. Plus $2,000 a day for doing it without my consent. Every fucking day. You're gonna pay it one way or the other. Okay? You can do it out of court or in court. I don't care. You're gonna pay it. We can wait till after your criminal charges are done. It's not hard. Okay, so this right here, take my driver's license. We got tons of those. We got, oh, this was a good movie here, by the way. This was also about a police officer who was trying to fight some corruption. And Mr. Perry, you're contacting me again, and I asked you not to. And you just did it again anyway. What did I just say? The only thing that you get out of that is we get more. We find out more. You're told on and told on. That's it. I fucking can't stand you, rapist. Stop raping me. Stop raping me. Stop raping me. Shut up and get away from me. This guy right here, he's asking me, is it Johnny Depp? Oh my God, wow. Every day I say the same thing. I'm not told who your leaks are. I wouldn't help you if I was. It's like he just doesn't understand what those words mean, and he just, is it this guy? Is it Johnny Depp? Is it your family? Is it your dad? Is it Al? Is it Peru? Is it Mike Neely? Is it Mike Reed? Is it Mays County? Who's telling on me? Every fucking day, all fucking day long. And he never gets answers. Why would I give him answers? I'm not told who the leaks are. I don't care to help you, even if I did know that. I'm having to repeat myself over and over and over and over and over and over and over. And what happens when he does it is we find out more. Because you are pissing people off. Do not invade my privacy. Do not contact me or my family. And I'm not to be broke. Get your hands out of my wallet and fuck off. How many different ways can we say the same thing for you? You embarrass the hell out of everybody with that. Get a nurse or a special ed teacher. We're tired of having, why can't you understand what people say? Stop bothering me with your disease. This is also about a police officer who was trying to fight corruption to get a murderer brought to justice, and he never got it. He died before he could see that through. And the FBI agent says, "You're not a man if you hit women, beat down women. You're a fucking animal." The rest of the world sees you like that. You're not a hero. You're not attractive. So that's why we can get information and you can't. It's been that way every day, Mr. Perry, for a decade. And whenever he's done investigating everybody, and he'll arrest all of you, and we're done. We don't have to live like this anymore. And that's the goal. Nobody's gotten closer to that goal than me. You need to wake up, stupid. You're in a lot of trouble. So, when we get it before like this, we got it before. It's not legal, but I'm out of a car towed and sold before she figures that out. That's what happens every time you ask me for is this guy a leak? Is that guy a leak? Is it your mom? Is it your dad? Is it Peru? Is it China? Is it Russia? Who's helping you? Every day, same thing. And everybody gets all pissed off. Here he goes again. Come on, let's everybody get to work. And then we start quoting you all fucking day. And I got your people's names. What's his name? Weird Geppetto wants to go to New Orleans and find out why his potions aren't working. Get her driver's license. Get her computer. Then she'll be easier to get her car. That way she's easier to traffic. Because we sold her. Any other victim have that? Huh? Name one other victim that has that before you do it. Go to work so we can do the false arrest on the prostitution by sock. Go to work so we can, we can harass you there. Go to work so I can bother you at work. How do you know what I'm doing? How do you know I wasn't at work last night? You're a peeper creeper. No date for the peepster. Creeping out the ladies. No, you're all by yourself with your blow-up doll. And just hold on and hold on and hold on and hold. And so now I know Mike Neely was drugged before anybody else said it. Now I know about my car. Now I know you want to take my driver's license, my computer, and so forth. Right? When you contact me, do you get a date? Fuck no. There's no chance of that ever. None. When you contact me, do you get information? Fuck you. No. You're hated. Everybody's sick of you. But we do. You're buying us all kinds of information. More than anybody else has, right? Before, not after. Is that what you want? We'll take as much as you want to give us. But I think at this point, everybody just wants you to get the fuck away from me. And stop being an imposition and a burden to everybody in Oklahoma. You guys that live here, I've not done a fucking thing to you. You've not lost. You've lost nothing. You might have lost money that you spent attacking me. You bought us intel with that money. That's your problem. I came here to get away from Mr. Perry and to be with my family. And now everybody's wondering why 9 years later, Mr. Perry's up here and not in Lubbock with his family. Why is he with her family and she's not? That's fucked up. So we get more because of it. The longer Mike's in jail, the longer I'm broke, the longer my privacy's invaded, the more Mr. Perry contacts me at all, creep and peep. Nothing has come from that in all these years, but he's told on and caught. I'm not told who the leaks are, fucktard. I've already said that. I have zero motivation to help you, even if I knew. We all want for you to be gone. Get off me, rapist. Get away from me, you sick fuck rapist. Get away from me. Get away from me. For you to get quoted and caught this much, it speaks to your delusion that you think you have a choice. When he contacts me, Lucius, we find out more. That's really, I'm repeating the same thing for y'all day after day after day after day. Creepy Chucky, control yourself, pathetic. Get away from me. Get away from me. Get off me, rapist. Get off me, rapist. Stop raping me. Get away from me. Get away from me. As much as we quote you, why do you think you have a choice? Come here. Stop it. Stop. Leave me alone. Stop bothering me. Stop creeping me out. Go work. Get off your ass and go be with your family. You embarrass everybody. You're fucking hated. You can't name one guy, you can't quote one meeting. We got 7 years of it before, not after. So when you pay a lot of money to do some harmful thing to me or to rape me in my house, I've been physically raped and Mr. Perry voyeur rapes me. It's the same thing. Charles, shut up. He types in my phone. I can rape you. I can rape you. Can you? Get the fuck out of my phone.
Leave me alone. Please.
Just talk to me for 2 minutes.
First, let me say that I'm happy that the lady in this video is okay. Second, let me break down what rape culture is. Rape culture is the fact that that man felt that he was entitled to some of this woman's time just because he said, let me talk to you for 2 minutes. Doesn't matter if it's 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 20 minutes. If she said no, no means no. Rape culture is the comments that she has on her video about how she should have just spoke to him or dressed differently. Rape culture is me taking the heat for calling out other men for their terrible behavior. Rape culture is trying to explain stuff as, oh, it's just locker room talk. No, it's not locker room talk. You should talk the same way wherever you are. We all know that rape is not about sex, it's about power. So for you to force yourself on somebody, even if you're just talking to them, is disgusting.
He just typed in my phone, call me. I'm gonna take your car, call me. I made you broke, call me. I said don't contact me again. I'm not gonna call you. I'm not told who your leaks are, wouldn't help you if I did know. The only thing you've gotten out of what you do all day with your time is told on and caught, and told on and caught, and told on and caught. We got your code words. Muffin Man. Who's Muffin Man? That's a nickname. We got, all this stuff. Mike Neely was drugged. He didn't do it before depositions were taken. Right? Why is it that Mr. Perry's always in Oklahoma and not with his own family in Lubbock, where he lives? Why isn't she came here to get away from him and be with her family? So why isn't she with her family? This is a problem. When you contact me, I'm never going to call you, bitch. I will never help you. I don't like you. Everybody's sick of you. Because of that, I can get information at the snap of a finger and you can't. You can call all you want. We don't make those kind of phone calls. Who told on me? Who's leaking? We don't have leaks. You do. You know why? Everybody's sick and tired of you. Rapist. Stop it. The only thing you got out of what you guys do is spend a lot of money to fuck with me is you buy us intel. Intel nobody else has.
Leave me alone. Please.
Just talk to me for 2 minutes.
First, let me say that I'm happy that the lady in this video is okay. Second, let me break down what rape culture is. Rape culture is the fact that that man felt that he was entitled to some of this woman's time just because he said, let me talk to you for 2 minutes. Doesn't matter if it's 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 20 minutes. If she said no, no means no. Rape culture is the comments that she has on her video about how she should have just spoke to him or dressed differently. Rape culture is me taking the heat for calling out other men for their terrible behavior. Rape culture is trying to explain stuff as, oh, it's just locker room talk. No, it's not locker room talk. You should talk the same way wherever you are. We all know that rape is not about sex, it's about power. So for you to force yourself on somebody, even if you're just talking to them, is disgusting.
Alright, so since Mr. Perry pestered me all morning, and about a couple of days ago, we got a lot of information on inside conversations about the traffic court case. I'm not going to address that publicly, because there's hearings, it's an open case. So, do you like that? Does everybody like that? for poking, peeping, his own people, those guys in Houston, peeping, poking, pink pen, a pathetic parrot. He said a whole lot more after that. I will not repeat. But it was bad, and they were making fun of you. And you ought to be embarrassed. It's embarrassing to me that you're not embarrassed. I'm asking the shrink, why is he not embarrassed? By the creepster that he is? I mean, there's nobody else acts like that. They can get a date. He's a fat, lazy turnoff. Just a fat turnoff. Boring, strange-o. Bizarro. She goes, I told you, he's mentally retarded. Doesn't know he should be. Because Huntington's disease causes impaired cognitive reasoning. He can't put 2 and 2 together. He can't do it. When you contact her, you get told on. Nothing else happens but that. When you go at her, you get caught. Nothing else happens but that. Cause and effect, same, different. It's different than your other victims, but it's the same every time you do it. We get the information before and after, not after. You can't understand before and after. He can't understand same and different. And he can't understand cause and effect. He can't fit that together in his head. He doesn't know he should be embarrassed. Doesn't know. Don't expect him to be embarrassed. He doesn't know he should be. He has no, it goes right over his head. Doesn't have any fucking idea. So, Mark, why is his family not taking care of him? Or, you take care of him. But get him off me. Get him the fuck off me. Surely you don't have a disease. Lucius, do you have a disease? Calvin, do you? You gotta look at the results of what you're getting. People hate y'all. Hate your guts. People don't like your crime. They don't like any crime. Why in the fuck did you think that they'd be okay with yours? They don't like corruption either, TPD. There's no tolerance here. I don't think you're getting it. Look at what we've done. Look at what my guys can do. And they've told me more than once. I know that you hate this and this and this, but Charles, don't contact me again. Don't contact me. Now he's typing, is it TPD telling on me? I think I've made it clear TPD's not doing shit to help us. They're not. I'm not told who your leaks are. I wouldn't help you if I knew. We all hate you. We want for you to be gone. Write it the fuck down. How many different ways can I say the same fucking thing for some little pathetic fucktard who sits around watching TV all day pretending he's got a life? I'm done. We're done. So, now I don't even remember what the hell I was saying. We've said the same thing for you. You little fucking idiot. Control yourself. Control yourself. There's no relationship there. You're watching TV pretending. It's embarrassing. So I'm asking the shrink, why isn't he embarrassed? I told you he's mentally retarded. Doesn't know he should be. We get the information before, not after. We have more than anybody else has, don't we? When you contact me, the longer I'm broke, the longer you invade my privacy, the longer Mike Neely's in jail, the longer we're victims of your crime. Disgusting, nasty, egregious, sick, vulgar crime, the more we get. Period. Been that way for years. When they're done investigating everybody, and then you go to jail, they're going to use all that to put you in jail. That's what we all want. We're all sick of this. We're all fucking sick of y'all. So, I don't know how many different ways I can say the same fucking thing. These make everybody want to throw up. You give everybody, the hair on the back of our neck. My guys are like, there's certain things I know you hate going through it, but I'm going to tell you something. It gets this person and this person and this person all pissed off. And boy, they deliver every time. Okay, let's do it. These guys are fucking... No woman ought to be treated like this, ever. No child ought to be treated like this, ever. He's done this to women and children for decades. Lots of women and children have suffered and suffered and suffered. So he can rake it in. He thinks that's his right. And he's off his nut. So, Mr. Perry...
I don't stop this make you...
She's trying to explain to him, how does it feel to have a camera stuck in your face? Listen to his response. He doesn't respond appropriately at all. You can tell he has no fucking idea what she said. And he does threaten her. And Mr. Perry says the same thing to me. We're going to get you. I'm going to take. I'm going to get you. I'm going to take. And then I start quoting him. Like, it looks like we took. Looks like we got. You better remember who it is you're threatening. Who it is you're talking to.
Feel. You're filming my father and my fucking sister. How does this make you feel?
The one that put all those scratches on your arm? You want to see the
Scratches?
pictures?
I got scratches.
I can show you the pictures right now.
No, I want you to leave my family fucking alone.
Keep hanging outside of there.
Monkey, hit the road. Dude, I promise you, you're gonna get yours and you're
I
gonna
don't
get
give a
it
fuck.
good.
You can bring whoever the fuck you want.
That's okay. You're
You
gonna
can bring
Is
the
that
whole
a
fucking
threat?
army. I don't give a fuck.
This make
You contact me, we find out more. Nothing else has happened in 7 years but that. You invade my privacy, they invade yours. They got a court order, you just have a weirdo problem. You can't control it. The longer I'm broke, the longer Mike's in jail, the more we get. The more we get, the easier it'll be to get a conviction. Now, you either get that or you don't. It is not I'm not a special ed teacher. I don't have finger paints and crayons for you. It's not my area of expertise. You know what my area of expertise is? Sting ops. And I'm fucking good at it, but as good as I am, the guys that help me are even better. You've talked to them more than once. All of you have. And you had no fucking idea who you were talking to or what information they got out of you. I mean, everybody knows I can do it, right? I can get somebody to tell me exactly what I want them to say, and they won't have any idea they did they did it. You said it. You won't know what I'm doing. You'll never know until after people have said that. You listen to her sting op, you don't know what she's doing. You're listening to it. You don't know that the person doesn't know, and then once she explains it, you're like, oh shit, oh fuck. So you need to remember who it is you're talking to. Nobody's caught your crime like we have. Nobody. Don't forget who the fuck it is you're talking to, sir. Don't contact me again. Don't fucking bother me again. And don't complain when we quote you. You asked for it.